Hi, I'm Claire from clairekerslake.com. Today I'd like to bring you the second part in the series, How to Create Awesome Health When You're Crazy Busy. And we'll be digging right into some practical things that you can do in your life to do that. The first tip I'd say is to plan your day the night before. This can be really helpful. It means that in the morning you're hitting the ground running, you know exactly what your priorities are for the day and where you're going to fit them in. This can be a real game changer. Point number 2 is think outside the square. So it's just thinking about things a little bit differently and how you can fit that, those healthy activities in. Example from my life is that at one stage I was working a job really long hours, very stressful. I'd often leave home in the dark, get home in the dark. When was I going to exercise and create those healthy meals? So what I would do is I'd get home and I'd put the veggies on to cook, and then we were lucky enough we've got a treadmill and an exercise bike. So I'd hit the treadie for 10 minutes. Then come back, check the tea, pop some more veggies on, and then go back and do another 10 minutes. And it really made a difference. It means I was able to do two things: prepare a healthy meal, but also to exercise. Other things that you can do are perhaps, stretching during the ad breaks on telly, doing calf raises or squats when you're waiting for the kettle to boil. Can you go for a 10-minute walk at lunchtime instead of chatting in the tea room? Can you meet friends for a walk instead of a coffee? That way you're exercising but still able to catch up. And you're being a good example to your friend as well. How about getting active with the kids? Where you're spending that really special time together, but once again being a great role model. And research says it makes such a difference. The concept of fast exercise has been absolutely amazing for me. I've previously done a review of the book Fast Exercise by Dr. Michael Mosley, and I'll leave the link below. But what it is the concept of very high intensity exercise, so going as hard as you can, often on an exercise bike, but it doesn't have to be, for very short bursts that I'm saying in a session, so 3 bursts of 20 seconds. Now my exercise session would take longer than that, and around 6 or 7 minutes by the time I warm up and recover and cool down. But 6 or 7 minutes, that's easy. It certainly beats the 45 minutes that I used to do. And really there's no excuse for not putting exercise into my day. So it's really made a huge difference to me. So I encourage you to check that book out. I find it also useful to have a selection of quick and easy but healthy recipes on hand. If you can have them already done and in the freezer, that's even better. But just, when the days are long and there's not enough time, you're still able to create those healthy meals. I talk a lot about switching to a smaller plate, because we know that over time our plate sizes have gone from about 10 inches to 12 inches with a corresponding increase in calories for each meal. And so cutting back to that smaller plate can make a big difference. Often it can mean there's leftovers which can go in the freezer. Once again, that's a quick and easy meal. So a huge saving on time, but also cost for those meals when I've got those leftovers in the fridge. Last thing I would say is, can you outsource anything? Is there anything on that very long to-do list that you've got that you can give to someone else? Whether it's cooking, cleaning or other activities. Perhaps activities to do with your business if you're running a business. They're a great idea for gifts too. I find in my life, as I get older, I less want, stuff that I might not love around the home, but to have something like an activity that I don't particularly like outsourced as a gift is absolutely fantastic. The last thing I would say is don't forget to build in time in your schedule for that self-nurturing. It's just so important. And often when we're not good at that, we give to other people, we don't give to ourselves. And from a health point of view, that's bad news. So even if it's 5 or 10 minutes, can be longer though, of an activity that nurtures you is just vitally important. Hope these tips have been useful. Head on over to the blog, clairekerslake.com, for more great articles. Have an awesome day and looking forward to touching base soon.